Pressure mounts for the University of the Free State students to catch up with their academic activities. This despite the fact that they are still struggling in terms of receiving data and also with learning devices. But with me right now, I'm joined by the SRC president at the University of the Free State, Katleho Lecho. Thank you so much for your time. Let's talk about the issue of learning devices here. We understand that there has been students that have been identified to be receiving these devices.
No, good morning to the viewers and listeners at home, and thank you for having us today. We can agree and we can confirm that about 22,000 students at the University of the Free State were identified to be deserving in terms of as far as laptops are concerned. But however, the university was only able to purchase or procure 3,000 laptops, and only about 200 was sponsored or given to the university by ABSA. That will be going to middle-class students. So it's a problem and it's an issue that we're currently faced with at the university, where there's only a certain number of laptops that will be given to students, despite the fact that we have seen the large number of students that are deserving to be given laptops at the university.
There's supposed to be other challenges. You mentioned that there's data allocation, still the problem, and there's also the students that are still outside, knowing that there's only 33% of students that are back at campus.
Yes, no, that is correct. We have since seen the proposed Global Protect app that the university has put in place to give students access to other scholar sites, the university zero-rated sites that you can name Blackboard or the university's website. But however, there is also some restrictions that comes with the Global Protect app, where you find that it restricts you from going to other scholarly sites like your Google Scholar, whereby students would want to get extra information to complete their assignments, to complete their thesis, and so forth. And on the other hand, we have students that are currently in unconducive learning environments that now have to use their cell phones and download the Global Protect app, and also the pressure that comes with the Global Protect app in terms of the space that it has restricts students and disables students to participate freely, and that amount of academic pressure that is coming, we've seen it whereby most of the students are complaining, and these are the issues that we've been trying to articulate, we've been trying to present and come up with viable solutions to the university. We have proposed that can we not scrap the Global Protect app and give students a certain amount of data so that our students can proceed academically with their as far as their studies are concerned.
But I suppose you have been having consultations with the management. What's the current situation now, given the fact that, of course, academic activities continue?
Yes. No, we've been trying to consult with the university. On Monday, we also had our rectorate and ISRC meeting, where we had identified these challenges after a Twitter rampage, where most of the students were using a hashtag UFS+4, where they were outlining and making notice of all the issues that they are faced with at the institution. So we have since met with the university. We are still waiting for a response, and we can confirm that today there's what we call a teaching and learning management group meeting, that where most of our student representatives will be in attendance to try and push for the realization of this problem, so that the university can do something about it. And also, we're not just complaining, we're also trying to come up with viable solutions to assist the university during this pandemic, to ensure that none of our students are left behind.
Katleho, as a leader of students at this university, knowing that we expect exams to be coming very soon, what's going to happen? Are they going to write if the situation remains the same?
We have since been informed by the university that there's a proposed catch-up plan in place to ensure that those students that would be disadvantaged during this time will be afforded enough time and an equal opportunity to catch up with their studies. But of course, it's not something that we can believe in after we've seen how the university would like to operate. So it's something that we'll start believing in once it happens. But before that, we have continuously said, why is the rush? Why did you see the rush to continue, whereas you know that some of the things have not yet been sorted that will affect badly most of our students? So that has been our voice to say, why can you not shift back and allow equal process and allow equal consultation to ensure that by the time we proceed and by the time we start, no one is left behind.
So your status is that every deserving student should be treated equally at this university?
That is correct. After all, even us as the SRC were students of the University of the Free State before we were student leaders. And some of the issues that our students are being faced with also affect us, because we've seen in terms of trying to access the university sites, trying to access, and because of the academic pressure also. So what we are saying is that because we are the students of the University of the Free State, let us all be afforded an opportunity. Whereas one is succeeding, allow other one to succeed. Whereas a white student is succeeding, black student is succeeding, a rich or poor student is succeeding. Let us all succeed.
All right, that was the SRC president from the University of the Free State, Katle Holichuo, just bringing us up to date as to what is exactly happening here.